precaution here. You have, let's say, a quick coupling system, etc. But the mistake happened very quickly. And then, as I said before, weeks and weeks get lost. So this is to show you the complexity of the system. Okay, so that is, let's say we have spoken about the process types, we have spoken about the timing, we spoke a little bit about the equipment, and now what is the GMP environment? Because again, for pharmaceuticals, it's very simple. We have A, B, C, D, and then we have nothing, or maybe we can create your own zone, E, F, G, etc. But it's a very simple. But in vaccines, we have so many operations that we cannot always attribute a defined cleanness zone to this, or could not. Unfortunately, then the WHO a few years ago has come out with a publication about environmental monitoring of clean rooms in vaccine manufacturing facilities. Points to consider for manufacturers of human vaccine. And again, this is, I think, from 2012. I encourage you to read this guideline because it also shows you what you can do if you have an open process and what you can do if you have a closed process. Because again, open and closed, yes, it's a matter of money. Very often a matter of money. So you have also to consider that there's no absolute requirement for sterility in general. It's very difficult. But you have to have also the avoidance of extraneous organisms, because the danger is also here that if I have a certain virus, that I introduce other viruses in my product. And then if I want to inject a polio vaccine, I don't want to inject another vaccine, another microorganism than my polio. And even if I take a simple vaccine like polio, in fact, the polio vaccine consisted of 3 types, 1, 2, and 3. Now, for some reasons, the number of types has been reduced to 1 and 2, but you don't want then the type number 3 to have, etc. So that means it is important to control your environment extremely well. It is important also to separate live from killed. So you have to have a good live-killed separation, and that we do, of course, by having airlocks, by having pressure cascade. Of course, we protect the people also by having personal protection equipment and by monitoring. And remember, all these are aseptic operations, even if not all operations are sterile, because, I mean, how could they be sterile at the beginning? You work with microorganisms, they are alive, it's not sterile. You work with cells, the cells are alive, they are not sterile. I give you, for instance, an example from the complexity of a vaccine manufacturing. You see, for instance, this is, you have our cell factories, we extract the liquid, and you see we have to remove the supernatant fluid, because in fact what we do in a cell factory, we have the bottle, you remember those bottles, they have a flat bottom, and we cultivate the cells adhere to the bottom. So, and we put a liquid over them, and so they will absorb the liquid, there are vitamins, nutrients in the liquid, so we have to remove it, we have to add another solution, maybe with more vitamins, or to wash them, etc. So we do many times this operation, adding solution, removing solution, adding another solution, then we incubate at a certain temperature, then we remove that solution, we add another, again, remove, we inoculate again in the tank, we distribute again in other factories, we incubate, we shake, because you have seen also, we go from small to large and larger stacks, etc. Every time we do that by manipulating and transferring. And then, let's say, then we harvest everything. So we have a liquid which contains cells. And then we have to disrupt the cells because they may contain the virus. We disrupt, we harvest, we clarify, we want to get rid of the cells. We filter with a special technique which is called tangential flow filtration. Then we have normal filtration, etc. So you see, it's extremely complex, and we have possibly many open connections. And that is the important part where, of course, the monitoring is very important because you have to know where is the risk, where do I have to control, where do I have to monitor. You see, it's also even look at the media preparation. If you make a conventional pharmaceutical solution, you have 1 or 2 active ingredients, you dissolve in water, you filter. But here, let's say here, for instance, we want to do media preparation. This is a good example. Okay, they come to material airlock, we transfer to different airlocks to the D area, then we are in the C area, then we weigh. Well, you see, we have here, for instance, in this case, we have 100 liter and we have 1250 liter. And then some go by filtration, some go by piping, some go also would even be autoclaved, etc. So you see, and they go to different departments also. Very, very complex. So if we look at the GMP environment, the classified environment require a strict control to minimize the potential for microbiological and particulate contamination of the product. So that means we need a good program, a well-designed program. And so that means the program also includes the evaluation and control of personnel going performance and aseptic behavior. It's not just that the air must be clean or the product must be sterile. The way we put our uniform or gowning on influence, because I mean, if we don't put it properly on, we may contaminate the product if we have some open processes. So that means how well are the people trained to put sterile gowning on? And I can tell you, it is very difficult if you want to do it properly. Of course, you have seen also this picture of the people cleaning, of that person cleaning the walls. I mean, we have to have a cleaning and disinfection program, and we must evaluate it because we have different microorganisms. We have spore forming, non-spore forming, etc. How often do we clean? How often do we disinfect? With what? Is it efficient? Do we have to rotate disinfectants, etc.? And of course, we have to know by monitoring what we find. So because, I mean, if we always find, let's say, the same microorganism, because we have microorganisms in the air, and all of a sudden we find something else, it may indicate that something has changed in the factory. Maybe your filtration system does not work, etc. So that means we must know what are the contamination patterns. So if all of a sudden you measure particles and then all of a sudden you have peaks, something has happened. So that is why you must know your contamination patterns. And that is monitoring. But before we go to monitoring, we have to know where we are. So that means if I have a room and I declare this is a room class C, I must first prove that this room is really class C. And to do this, I do what we call classification. And I will explain, what is the difference between classification and monitoring. Okay, so you see, this is very simple. In fact, classification is done according, we have those guidelines, ISO 14644, the edition 2015, about sample duration, sample volume, number of samples. And you see this here, in the ISO, they will tell you the number of samples, and it's a number. It's not, doesn't mean no. So it's a number, samples and locations. This is geometric. ISO tells you you have a room of 25 square meters, you have so many, you have to take so many samples. The monitoring, so you do, and here you can calculate from the ISO also how much you have to sample, how many liters of air you have to take for what duration of time. Here, in the monitoring, in the GMP, they will tell you, well, okay, if you're in class A, you have to do it online and continuous. Also here, the sample volume are not necessarily the same as in the classification. Here, we want to have quick results because we're in production. And the number of samples and the location are different. Here is geometric. Here, we do a risk assessment. And of course, ISO also tells us which risk tools we have to we can use. And the result is, of course, here you get a classification report. Here, what we want to know is alarms, if something happens, and what actions you have to take. And the big difference also is that ISO, if you go for this guideline, and this is the one that concerns for classification, we have only non-viable particles, where in GMP, we consider non-viable and microbial contamination. By the way, you see here this ISO 14644 also tells you how to create, implement, and maintain a monitoring plan. So this is very essential. Right? You have geometric, purely geometric on one side, risk-based on the other side. Number of location is not is fixed. Here in our case is risk-based. Okay, so for instance, this is a room. For instance, here we have a room, and in this room we will have, in fact, a sterilizing tunnel. We have a turntable, we have a filling machine, and we have a collection here of vials, and then we will load manually the freeze vials. This is the room. Now, if I go for ISO 14644, it will tell me, okay, the room has such a surface. This is the location of my points. But if I go for monitoring, where do I have risk? Well, the risk is on my turntable. And if my vials accumulate, the risk is when I collect the vials at the end because they're only semi-stoppered. The risk is when I load my Leo because I load it manually. It's not an easy task. And you see, for instance, see here the flow where open vials exit deperogenation. Maybe they fall, I have to go inside even inside the wraps to put them again in a straight position. And here the vials are filled here. Here is my B, because here is my A class. But here is my B, my personnel is there. Okay. Here the vials are partly stoppered. And here I load my Leo. So you see, so it's very different the way you monitor. And that is very essential, of course, that you know your process, you know where to monitor, at what rate, etc. Okay, so we must, of course, ask ourselves a lot of questions. What contaminants are we dealing with? What is, in fact, what can happen? What quality influencing factors are we dealing with? Where are they? Where do we encounter them? And does it happen often? Or is it infrequent, it's just an accident? And how far do those contaminants or quality influence factor impact on quality? Because, I mean, you have particles, okay. And if you have at one point 2 or 3 particles, you have an alarm, you have 2 or 3 particles, is it going to ruin my batch? Probably not. But we have to know that. So the quality assurance has to take a decision. So, and then when we know we have the answer of those questions, what do we do? What do we do? But that is the thing, that we will create our contamination control strategy, and the strategy will tell us also where to monitor. Okay, so in fact, we look at different things. First, what are the monitoring locations that, the monitoring locations? So we must fix them. So it's a risk-based approach, and that is what I told you before. It's different from qualification. So, and of course, when we monitor, we must avoid, of course, having the impact on the product. Because I will show you some monitoring device, and they can impact on the product. Because if you extract air, you blow air, and you don't filter the air, maybe this air goes back into your product. Okay, so which method do you use? So non-viable particles, we use particle counters, spectrophotometry. For viable particles, we have active and passive sampling. And for surface, we have contact plates, we have swabs.